Hi folks, sorry for the long wait. This video should have been released a lot sooner, but I got caught up playing Sekiro and I just finally beat the last boss in Sekiro yesterday. Sorry about that. So anyways, this video is for you, the new players. It's a kind of like beginner's informational tutorial video. I don't know how to call it. It's basically a video that will help you get into Gwent, you know. So I hope this video will be short enough for you and as much as informational as it can be. So let's get started. So once you have finished the Gwent tutorial, this is what you get, the main Gwent hub. Where to start? To be honest, I don't even know myself. I'm a veteran and this is kind of a bit overwhelming for me. But we gotta start from somewhere. So I think the best way is to start at the top right corner. If you look there, you will see a lot of stuff. For instance, if you look from left to right, you see this little star. It represents how many reward points you have, and the reward points are spent in the reward book. The reward book is this thing here. We'll cover that. We will cover it a bit later. Yeah. Now, this little rock here is your main currency. It's used for buying kegs. Kegs are card packs containing cards. That's one way to get cards, and in this game it's called ore, O-R-E. Next we have scraps. Scraps is the material that you use to craft cards. Then we have meteorite powder, and meteorite powder is a special material that's used to buy some bundles in the shop and to actually craft premium versions of cards, basically an animated version of them. Let's go quickly to the shop and check the bundles. So these are the bundles. They can be bought with meteorite powder, as I said, and in the bundles you get different leader skins, different board skins, and special avatars. Let's go back. Now the last icon I forgot to say, in the top right corner you see this barrel. It shows you how many kegs you have. So how do you get cards? Like I said, you get them by buying a card keg. So let's buy a card keg. A week or two we had expansion called Crimson Curse. So as you can see, we have two types currently of kegs. This one is called base set keg. It contains the basic cards, you know, the cards from the basic set, and this one here contains strictly cards from the new expansion. You can buy kegs with ore or with real money. Let's buy one keg in the Crimson Curse. Now let's open it. You go back, click on the goodies. Now once you have opened a keg, you get 5 random cards, or should I say 4 random cards. The 5th card gives you a choice. So if you pick one card of these 3, you know, and this is really good because you can pick the card that you actually need, so you will grow your collection much faster. Well, I have every single card, thankfully, so I don't know, I'll pick this one. We can use it later to show you what's transmuting or how to turn a card into a premium version. Let's go back. Again back. Okay, so what's next? Oh yeah, let's look at the top left corner. As you can see, you have your avatar and these 2 numbers. Now this number here on the banner represents your current level, and you can level up to level 60, and once you do that you get 1 prestige, I think. So every time you level up to level 60 you will get some benefits. For example, I just leveled up to 60, I believe, for the 4th or 5th time, and I got a nice perk where I get more free resources from matches. Now this number here, I believe this is a shield. It represents your current rank in the ranked season for this month. Yeah. If you click on your avatar, you will get your profile page, and you have a lot of stuff here. If you click on the trinkets, you have your collection of borders, avatars and titles here, but what's important are these things called contracts. Now contracts are like quests, and when you complete them you get points. A recent one I managed to complete was called Beauty's the New Badass. As you can see, the reward was 2 reward points. Contracts are and reward points are your best way to progress quickly and get a lot of free stuff. So I think it's about time to check out the reward book that we mentioned earlier. Once you click on the reward book, this is what you get. As you can see, every faction has its own nod. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. English isn't my main language. So yeah, for you, this everything you see here will probably be locked. But you know, in order to unlock it, you will need to. Let's say you like Skellige, like me. So you will click on the Skellige faction tree. And as you can see, I've all unlocked it already. For you to unlock it, you will need to spend your reward points in this tree. As you unlock this tree, you will receive rewards like ore, like meteorite powder, and kegs. And once you've once you've reached this crown like here, you will unlock a leader. And once you've unlocked the leader, you go back, and then you can click on that leader that you unlocked, get another tree, and keep spending your points to get cool free stuff. One thing to note is that in faction-specific nodes, you can get faction-specific kegs. Now let me just find where there are. Yeah, see here. It's claimed. I claimed 2 specific faction kegs. Basically, once you open them, all cards will be from that faction. Pretty cool. If you check out the middle of the reward book, you have 2 special seasonal trees, and they are connected to a special mode, gameplay mode called seasonal. So we'll check that in a bit. So as you can see, we have 2 buttons. Let's call it buttons. You have play and arena. Let's first check out arena. Arena is basically the draft mode for Gwent, where you pay a bit like 150 or you pay $2 to play a single run of arena to enter it, you know. And once you enter it, you will get a choice of 4 cards, 4 random cards. You will pick one, then you get 4 new cards and pick one, and so on until you make a deck containing 25 cards. At the end, you will get the choice of 3 leaders. You choose one that you think suits your current deck. You will get 3 lives. Basically, you can, once you lose 3 times, you're out, and your goal is to get as many wins as you can get, and the max is 9 wins. The more wins you get, the better rewards. If you get, for example, 9 wins, you will get extremely good rewards like a couple of kegs, or meteorite powder, and even a legendary premium card. That's pretty awesome. In my opinion, arena is perfect for you new players, because you will get to know new cards much faster. You will learn the mechanics much faster, and for spending 150 ore, you get awesome stuff. For example, let's say my average is 3 wins or 2 wins, and most of the time I get like 90 ore and a keg. So basically, I've paid 40 ore only for a keg. That's awesome, you know. And the keg costs 100 ore. So you be the judge if it's good to play arena or not. So once you've opened play, you get basically 4 game modes. These are the constructed game modes. On the right we have training. Training is basically you play against an AI. The AI really sucks, but this mode is good for you. Just like the arena, you can test out your constructed decks to see how the mechanics work, the mechanics of the card works, to learn new keywords and so on and so on. Really good. At the middle, as you can see, it says classic, but we have at the bottom of it we have checked rank progression. So we need to uncheck this to play the classic mode, which is basically you queue up against another random opponent and just play the game. No consequences. If you click, you check this, then click on classic, you will enter into the ranked mode, where you will be playing against better constructed decks, meta decks. The opponents will be much harder. They will it's just simply competitive, and the season, a ranked season, lasts a month, and the better you rank, the better rewards. You basically start from rank 30 and try to make your way to the best, the top rank, which is, funny enough, 0. Now, once you reach rank 0, you will enter the pro rank, and that's something for another video. Yeah. The last one, but not least, is the seasonal mode. For you, it's currently locked until you reach level 10. Then it will be unlocked. Last time we had the season of the bear, and this time we have season of the elves. Like the ranked season, it also changes every month. Seasonal mode is a mode with special rules, special features, and it's a lot of fun. Why is seasonal also special? Because you get nice free stuff. Let's say it's free, yeah. What specifically? Let's go to the reward book, shall we? Now, seasonal mode is connected with these two trees. Let's click on the left one. If you unlock, if you spend reward points in this tree, and you will reach these goblets that are basically quests, and once you finish them, you get these little special rewards, you know, like a border, special border, and a premium version of a card from the base set, which is excellent. But if you manage to get at the end of it, you will get this really unique border skin, some orange scraps. Now, I'm not a big fan of it, of borders, but I am a big fan of card backs. So if you click on the second one, 3, at the end, you will get this beautiful card back. Now, that's something worth spending your reward points and time on. Before I leave the reward book, before I exit the reward book, I forgot to mention one more thing. I believe every year we'll have a special name, I don't know, title, just like in Hearthstone. So this year is called the Year of the Wild Boar, and as you can see, at left we have Thornbreaker, and on the right we have Crimson Curse. Now, Crimson Curse is an expansion, our newest expansion, our first expansion, and as you can see, you will also need to unlock leaders, the new leaders. And on Thornbreaker, well, yeah, this is the perfect time to check out Thornbreaker. So Thornbreaker, as you can see here, it's not free. It's basically an offline single-player role. Okay. So as you can see, Thornbreaker isn't free. So what is Thornbreaker? Thornbreaker is basically an offline single-player RPG Gwent content. Yeah. It's I believe first in the series of the Witcher Tales. It's pretty cool, but here's the thing: if you buy Thornbreaker and as you play the game, you will unlock certain Thornbreaker cards and Thornbreaker leaders, I believe. I think you will unlock, yeah, Thornbreaker leaders. But never fear, you don't have to buy Thornbreaker to get the cards. If you go to Deck Builder and filter out the Thornbreaker cards, you will see that I have them. What does that mean? It means that you can craft the basic version of the Thornbreaker cards, but unfortunately you cannot craft the premium version. So you can get every card from the Thornbreaker for free, but if you want the premium version, you will have to actually buy the game. So I think that's fair. So there are two types of cards. You have bronze cards and golden cards. When you make a new deck, you can only put one copy of a golden card and 2 copies of a bronze card. 2 copies of the same bronze card. Now let's check out some bronze cards. As you can see on the right, you have the filter. We just filtered out the bronze cards. Now let's click on Ice Giant, and as we can see, At the top left corner, right here, we have a small triangle which is, I don't know, like gray. And this means this card is common. And this one, at the top left corner, we have a blue triangle which means it's rare. So basically, bronze cards are either common rarity or rare rarity. Let's find out some golden cards. Golden cards can be either epic, like this one here, and purple triangle is the color of an epic card, and there can be they can be legendary, and they can be legendary. See, the orange color, goldish color, is the color of a legendary card. Yeah, the golden triangle. Okay, now this is a normal version of the card, and this is a premium version of a card. It's simply animated. Okay, now let's go back and find the card that I picked as my 5th card in the deck, if you remember. So the card I picked was Primal Savagery. As you can see, I have 3 copies of it. Like I said, you can only have 2 copies of the same card in a deck. So this, we have a spare, you know, this 3rd card is a spare. And we can either mill it or we can transmute it. So if we mill it, we will get 20 scraps, and if we transmute, we're going to need spend meteorite powder. And if we do so, this copy, 1 copy of this card will be destroyed, and we will get a premium version, an animated version. Pretty cool. And we are almost done with the video. I just need to say 2 more things, and that's, yeah, the daily tasks. Daily tasks are basically you just play the game, and if you win 2 rounds, you will get a little bit of ore or scrap, meteorite powder. You can even sometimes get a card. But once you reach certain, let's say, checkpoints, you will get a better reward. So once you win 6 rounds a day, you will get 1 or 2 reward points. Then once you win 12 rounds, you will get again reward points. 24 rounds again, and you get the point. It rises exponentially, but every time you win 2 rounds, you will get a small reward, like I said, or scraps. Also, you have quests. Let's check out the quest. This is like a quest tracker, and you can also track up to 5 contracts here. So yeah, you can have maximum up to 3 quests at a time, but you only get 1 quest a day. It's self-explanatory. If you complete the quest, you get ore. Yeah, so the way you get ore, the main currency for buying card kegs, is just simply play the game, do your daily tasks, do your quests, and spend reward points in the reward book, and you will get tons and tons of ore. So you will probably grow your card collection pretty fast. And I think it's about time for me to end this video, but let me just give you one more tip. Now, I've visited the subreddit a lot, and many new players complain that they get matched against veterans, players that have complete build decks, and they just get crushed. They can't get wins, and that's basically true. But one way to avoid that is to simply, believe it or not, play ranked. Because I don't know for what reason, because the way the algorithm is made to match up with different players, if you play ranked, you will get the higher chance at the lower levels to get matched against new players. So that's fair, new player against new player, and that's perfect. If you play classic, there's a high chance that you will get paired up with a veteran player. So the tip is, if you want fair play, if you want to win if you want to have a chance to win games at the beginning of your journey, you should play ranked. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I know the video is very long, but there's simply no other way to make this easier. I know I could have split this video into, I don't know, 2 or 3 parts, but that is kind of lame. If you have any other questions, if you want some in-depth guides about the mechanics, about the gameplay, be sure to leave it in the comment. And if you like this video, if you find it informative and helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, if you like reading, there's a good article called Beginner's Guide for Gwent, made by Team Rankstar, and you can, it's really in depth and you can check it out. I will leave a link in the description. So that's it. I hope I helped you at least a bit. See ya.